Hey, what's going on, good people? This is your boy FF Clay, back with another video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do all the stuff for the algorithm's sake. Just wanted to jump on real quick. Hope y'all can see me, because I guess I'm seeing a reflection back on my screen. But I want to jump on regarding this picture, whatever, this quote that we see on the screen. It says, "A mind that is stressed by a new experience can never go back to its old dimensions." And this came as a result of something I was reflecting on yesterday. And I've heard the quote years ago, but it just came back up because of a reflection of, what I've been talking about. And I still haven't dropped the testimony. I know. I'm gonna get to it. But as far as the manifestation or materialization that happened and how it really changed my paradigm. And so in my meditation time, I was just thinking, and I was just like, now that I've experienced what I've experienced, I can't go back to the old way that I used to live, think, or process things. And I'm talking about financially. And y'all probably like, man, he talk about money a lot, but that is what I have experience with as far as poverty, scarcity, and what so have you, and really changing my mind and becoming more prosperity conscious, and just my journey of what that looks like, because I'm not the only one. And so I want to be able to drop nuggets and tidbits to be able to help. So I'm going to talk about what's been my struggle. Struggle has been money. And so what I say, all that to say is that, where was that? Okay, yeah, but it can be applied to any and everything in life. Like, I have examples financially, but I have examples from everything in life, because it applies. Now, when I was thinking about it financially, it's just like my paradigm is totally shattered by experience, and I don't look at money the same because it's really nothing but a piece of paper or whatever form that it takes here, but money is energy. But here, it's a piece of paper or it's coin, or even if it's digital numbers on the screen. At the end of the day, it's fleeting. You get it, and the value of it is not what they say it is, so it goes so fast. But yet, we work so hard to struggle, strive, toil, hustle, burn ourselves out in pursuit of it. And then when we get it, yes, money makes things better. It makes a lot of things in this realm better. But then once you get it, you realize that it's good, but it's not the end all to be all, and that there's more. And so it's like we go so hard to get it, and we work so hard to get it, And so I was just thinking, I'm just like, I never could go back to the paradigm to where I wear myself down, burn myself out, or labor and toil to get something that came so easy, because the way that it materialized for us, we didn't have to lift a finger. And now some people may take that to be perceived as lazy or airy-fairy or what have you, but my experience has shown me that I don't have to work hard for money. I've spent all my life working extremely hard for money. Money has been extremely hard to come by, and when I get it, it has been very fleeting. And so experiencing something outside of what I have experienced all of my life really shattered my paradigm. So I can never mentally go back to the way that I was prior to the materialization happening to show me a different experience. And so with that as a result, I am really working hard to make sure that my mind does not try to shrink back to old dimensions, because when we think about the brain and the mind and the neural pathways and the circuits and all of the things that are in our brain, neurologically and biologically, the chemicals and everything that is attached to our memories. Habits are very hard because they are hardwired and ingrained into our brain. And so once you experience something dramatic, once that euphoria wears off, old habits do try to creep back in because they're wired in neurologically. And so then we have to work to make sure that our mind continues to be open and continually expanding and continually growing, so that we don't shrink back. Because if you leave it to itself, it's pretty much use it or lose it. I guess it's the law of entropy or entropy, to where everything trends towards the state of chaos if we are not mindful. So if we're not mindful to give attention or give thought to what it is that we have experienced, then yeah, it can go back to its old dimensions, even though it has been stretched and no otherwise. It's no different than relationships. When you're in a relationship, that is the standard, that but once you leave that relationship and then you go on and you move on and you heal, and whether you get back into another relationship or whether you experience the freedom and the peace and everything that comes with working on yourself, and eventually you do get back into another relationship, once you experience a different, a higher standard, it's impossible to go back to what you used to settle for. And I say impossible, not that we don't have free choice, because we do have free will and you can, but the thing is, once you know better and you do better. So once you know better, you've experienced better, and you allow yourself to go back, and I know many of us can attest to that because we have done it. The energy be weird, to be off. It's never quite the way that you remember it, like the memories that try to swell up. You quickly were reminded why you left that relationship, and it just, a lot of times it ends even worse or badder than it did initially, because you know better. You've outgrown this person, this space that you were in, and now you know better by experience. Like I said, money, or a new job. You own a job that you hate and that you've been on for years, that you've settled for because it paid the bills, and then however it happens, you get fired, you get fed up where you leave, or something happens and you move on to a better job or a better situation. It's impossible to go back to the standards or that box that you broke out of, because now you have experienced better, you are accustomed to better, and you know that it's possible. And if you were to go back, like I said, the ending would be very bad because you know better. And so in the context of what I was talking about, it's like, now that I have experienced for myself everything that I have heard for years about money being energy, and that you don't have to work for money, you don't have to work hard for money, was very offensive to me, because it was contrary and counterintuitive to what I have known and what has been my experience. And my thing has been to work my fingers to the bone and to sacrifice hard labor and time away from my family, from myself, and from everything that I love or would like to do, in order to not even break even. So money came extremely hard for me. But now that I have experienced the other side of the spectrum, or the paradigm where they say that money, what we call the law of attraction, money can come to you, money can be attracted to you apart from physical labor or you having to lift a finger. No, I'm not advocating laziness. No, I'm not advocating airy-fairy, meditate, candles and incense, and expect it to always come like that. But it is possible, and that let me know that whatever form it takes, I don't have to labor, toil, and strive for a piece of paper or numbers on a screen that is going to leave fast as you got it anyway, because of things that need to be done, things that you want to do. And so it also taught me not to clench and not to try to hold on to money, not to have a scarcity consciousness, because it flows. It's currency, so it flows. Income and outgo, and as long as you keep it balanced, you don't have to worry about it coming in, or how much, or if it will come in, or will it come in. Once we posture ourselves to be an inlet and an outlet, to give and to receive, to flow, to share, to allow it to flow through us, we'll always be a conduit. So you don't have to worry about grasping or having to penny pinch or having to hold it white knuckle, being scared of it leaving your life, because it flows and it currents and it always comes back. And so once I began to change my self-concept and my self-image, and that materialization or manifestation happened, it let me know that the inner work of doing a posture of posturing myself to receive is well worth it, and it is much more powerful and much more productive than anything that I can work up and conjure up. And again, I'm not advocating laziness, but there is a intuitive flow and ease that comes with life when we are in alignment. And so I believe that if we work to stay in alignment, I think everything else will take care of itself, whether it's attracted to us or whether we are drawn to it. We will receive the impulse. We'll be intact. We'll be intuitively in flow. We'll be at the right place at the right time. What is ours is ours, and so it can't elude us. You can't be too early, you can't be too late. You'll be right on time. You'll come across the people or the opportunities or situations that you're supposed to. You will be alerted and come up and flash in the minds of those who are meant to reach out or to be a conduit for what it is that's supposed to be delivered to you. That is my experience, and after experiencing, I can't go back to anything less than that. So I hope you got something from this long rant. Always, I want to drop value, nuggets, and gems. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.